Okay, so we are moving now, we're moving forward. So now we have task 2A and task 2B, say decomposed, broken down, whatever you want to say. It's up to you how to understand it, how to, make sure you understand it. So let's say I decomposed my problem and broke down my tasks into subtasks. Now I have my subtasks and I have a bit of indication of what I need, a bit of hint. So I have some information to help me out. I can now find how things are, going on Google for the formulas. Okay, like now, total income. Okay, I have this as a criteria. I want to add something else, and then again Alt and enter. So I remain in the cell, then Alt and 7. So I get the bullet point, and then I say how to calculate the total of a column in Excel. Because this is exactly what we're doing. We're gonna look for the total income for all classes. So we have the income for each class income, and then they're asking us to calculate the total income for all classes. So what does this mean? Okay, if you click on it, again you have, and again, it's only you calculate only the total income of classes who cost between 260 and above. Okay. So again, you develop your sheet, develop your understanding of what you need, of how to get it. Then you'll start finding ways to find your solutions very, very quickly. Once you practice at home, and once you are take notes, practice at home and take notes, because you have open book during exam, during the assessment, during the coursework. During the coursework, you don't have access to anything apart from your notes and the sheets you're working with. So now we have tasks 2A and 2B. We look at the third task. So now I don't need all these rows. I'll delete them and then highlight my third task and then go and find out what I need. Create a dashboard to present the work you completed on the imported dataset worksheet and the analysis worksheet, so it can be more easily understood by others. So what we did here, this is your data, this is yours, okay? Now this is what you understand, this data, okay? And the analysis is also yours. You understand it, you know how you calculated everything, stuff. Now, if you want to show it to other people who are not as experts, who are not experts in spreadsheets, you can create a dashboard. That's a dashboard. So a visual representation of your data. Okay? So people can, for example, here, there's a filter. This is a filter. Let's say instead of the online recorded classes, I want to see data about or information about the face-to-face class type. So if I click on face-to-face and do apply, you will see the changes happening. Can you see the changes happening? Okay. So now if I do, that's the dashboard. If I select the online live, so you can see the changes happening everywhere. Okay. So this is our dashboard. It doesn't look nice, but you can make it look better. You are in charge, okay? You are in charge of making it look better. Again, you can access the sheet and do whatever you want to it. You are welcome. You are welcome to do anything. Just make your mistakes and learn from them, and don't worry about making those mistakes. We learn by making mistakes. We don't learn by thinking we know everything. No one learns that way. We learn by making mistakes, and God knows how many mistakes I make a day. And do I care? Not really. I just try to fix them. Well, it depends on the mistakes, but enough. So now we're doing task 2C. Task 2C, again, this is not simulating the assessment. Yeah, in the assessment you need to be faster. Now this is your time for practice. What I'm showing you is how to practice, how to get better, how to become better at solving a problem, not at solving spreadsheet, at solving a problem, any problem. So now create a dashboard. We know you need to use, it tells you, look, you need to use a range of appropriate presentation technique to display the information in the dashboard. So display information from where was it? Imported data set, and worksheet, and analysis worksheet in the dashboard. In the dashboard. Okay, so that's mainly what we need to do. All right, so now let's wrap it so we can have space. Okay, so now what does it say? Okay, use appropriate presentation. So now we're using presentation. So we used formulas, we used functions, and now we use formatting. We used formulas and functions to manipulate our data or calculate our data, and we're gonna use presentation. These are presentation techniques. We use presentation to represent our data. So we use, use tables, pivot tables, spark lines, okay, let's do this so it looks nice and neat. Okay, and spark lines. Okay, let's do the alt enter, and then alt number 7, and I go to the top one and do alt number 7 as well. And here I say use graphs, charts, or graphs or charts, including, let's do better actually, graphs or charts, so understand, so I will understand it, or charts including dynamic charts or graphs. Okay, so now if I want to go a little more in depth, I will go and find my formulas. What formulas do I need? Total income for certain, it's like how to calculate the total income of a column in Excel. Then I can go alt enter and alt 7, and I say how to calculate the total of, let's say, of a column depending on the cells, on cell values, depending on cell values. You know what cell values? So this is what cell values are. Okay, this is what cell values are. This is a cell value. This one is math. This one is beginners. This one is intermediate. This one is, okay. So now, how to calculate? We can take it to Google and then try to find out. Okay, let's type it and how to calculate. Look, click on the cell in your table where you want to see the total select cells, enter sum, and then if the selected sum, this is to do everything. This is the sum, okay? So the first one is sum, depending on the, not a column, on the total of cells, the total of cells depending on their value, depending on a particular, let's say, value, or a criteria. You should say criteria, but sum if. Can you see now? This is the sum if. Okay. All right. So now we got our things. Let's move on to the formula and the counting and everything else. Okay. So let's have a look. I'll see you later.